of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. Oops. Wool boops. My name is Lisa Doop and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer and I am Mr. Boop.
Ryan, it's Tuesday, March 31st, 2020, and today we're reading the 43rd ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, oh, it's Peter Griffin.
Oh shit, there he is.
Oh shit, what up?
As was foretold.
In the scrolls.
Yeah, a Peter Griffin, a Family Guy.
In the podcast template scrolls.
Yeah,
that we use. Google Scrolls. It's their one offline service. You read you write to them, tell you what they want. Tell them what you want the scroll to look like, and they send you mail you back a copy.
I'm pretty sure that's the franchise Skyrim's a part of, isn't it? Google Souls.
Google Souls.
Yeah, Google Souls. Dude, I mean Google Scrolls.
I mean,
yeah.
All right.
Google Souls is awesome.
Oh, Google Souls.
Google.
Let's see. Souls. It's a series of action role-playing games developed by From Software. Oh, it's Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Oh yeah, I forgot Dark Souls is a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah. To Demon Souls.
Wait, what? First release, Demon Souls. Latest release, Demon Souls.
I guess didn't they make? Yeah, they made a remake of Demon Souls.
That wouldn't be the latest release. It's a remake. It doesn't count.
I guess not.
Wait, how is Dark Souls a sequel to Demon Souls if there's Dark Souls 2? Shouldn't that be...
It's a spin-off.
That'd be like if Mother 3 was called Earthbound 2.
I mean...
Right?
Maybe.
Am I right?
I assume if Mother 3 was ever released in the US, it would have been called Earthbound 2.
You think so? Was Mother not released in the US?
No, Mother was not released in the US.
Why was Earthbound released in the US?
I guess they thought it was...
Was it called Mother 2 in Japan?
Yeah, it was called Mother 2 in Japan.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't they like... You're right, it probably would be called Earthbound 2, because didn't they eventually release Mother in the US as like Earthbound Origins?
I think so. Like was the GameCube one, Game Boy one? Wasn't it?
I don't know. They should have called Demon Souls Dark Souls Origins.
Exactly.
Dark Souls 1.5.
Tells the story of Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah. I heard. Let's get more off topic. I heard that was based on Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, which I hadn't thought of before. But then when I heard that, I was like, oh, maybe it is. Because do you know Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead?
No.
Oh, okay. How do I describe this? Are you familiar with Hamlet?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Hamlet?
Yeah.
To be or not to be.
Etc. I knew him well.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
I knew him well. Yeah. Are you familiar with Hamlet? Yes, I knew him well. Do you know Rosencrantz and Guildenstern from Hamlet?
No.
They're like his friends, his best friends or whatever, I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say Mercutio. That's a Romeo and Juliet character. I don't know a lot about Shakespeare.
The character Bottom from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, I don't know any characters from that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I only know a little bit about Hamlet, and I know Romeo and Juliet. That's what I know.
I know
title characters. I know Macbeth and Othello because those were the title characters.
You know Henry the Third Part 2. You're familiar. You know him.
I didn't know that Shakespeare did a Henry III play.
I think. Well, he did a Henry the Someone play.
Well, whatever he did, I didn't. I know he did a Caesar play.
Oh, he did Richard the Third. I'm sorry.
Either way,
Yeah. Oh, I know. He did. Also, no, yeah, he also did Henry the Sixth. I think 3-part. It was a trilogy of Henry the Sixth plays.
Jesus.
That's why I said you know who Henry the Sixth Part 2 is. Anyway.
What was that thing? I feel like this is something I probably heard on Being Jim Davis. That. Oh yeah, I think it was actually. It was the episode with the linguist they had on because now they were talking about Shakespeare. I was like, I heard that because so many words are credited to Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because that was like the oldest reference that a lot of
not a lot of people who were speaking the language of the time.
But I just thought because I was like, what are other authors from that time even?
Exactly.
I don't know. Well, that's what made me just think of that. Because wait, the creator of Dark Souls' name is Miyazaki.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as in
Hiyazaki.
Is in Miyazaki the name?
Yeah.
Any relation?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Hamlet's friends. Wait, Hamlet is Hamlet the title character or is it just a place?
No, Hamlet's the title character. I'm pretty sure.
His friends are called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is a more modern play. Let me see.
It's set in Denmark.
What? Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is?
No, Hamlet is set in Denmark.
Oh, sorry, I forgot Denmark is like a. I thought for some reason when you said Denmark, I was picturing like a town in the U.S. I was like that. What? I'm
not the country.
Yeah, I don't know why that's when I think the same thing about Amsterdam. When I hear Amsterdam, I'm like, oh, that's like some modern European tourist attraction town, as opposed to like, wait, no, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
As opposed, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Dead. Oh, it's from 1966. A little older than I thought. It's a Tom Stoppard play where Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. They become like self-aware that they are two characters in the play Hamlet. I don't remember it much. I saw the movie adaptation with
is it a
Gary Oldman and
like
Tim Roth?
Serious,
it's sort of a comedy, I think. Yeah, it's absurdist. That's what it. Yeah, absurdist existential tragic comedy. That's what Wikipedia says.
Wow.
I remember enjoying it. I mean, I like that sort of fourth wall stuff. But anyway, Lion King 1.5 doesn't really like that, but it does. It is. I mean, I guess Timon and Pumbaa are pretty much supposed to be like the stand-ins for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, kind of. I think maybe. Yeah, because like Simba, the Hamlet scene, like goes off with them. I think that's what he does in. I think that's what happens in Hamlet. Maybe I don't know. The thing is, I haven't read. I haven't read or seen Hamlet, but I've read To Be or Not to Be, the Hamlet Choose Your Own Adventure. So like I kind of know. I kind of vaguely know the events of the story.
I mean, everyone knows the bit where he takes a wrong turn and is accidentally killed. When he chooses the wrong page.
Like, yeah, I guess there's a part where he like goes overseas with his friends or something. I don't know.
You got to turn back to page 2.
Because in the book that's replaced with like he runs into pirates. But so This might just be a theory that Lion King 1.5 is based on Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't break the fourth wall, really. I mean, they're like sitting out in the audience, Mr. Science Theater style, but that's not really the same sort of fourth. They don't become self-aware. Not really. That would be interesting. I kind of wish they had done that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it makes sense.
And Mickey's in that movie.
I don't know.
He shows up at the end.
Oh yeah, does he?
That's the one thing I know about that movie. I haven't seen it, but I remember tuning into like a late night radio comedy special.
Tuning in?
Where someone was just like, it was just this comedian who was ranting about Lion King 1.5. And I was like, oh man, this is a weird thing to hear on public radio in 2008.
That is a weird. Wait, what was he ranting about it?
He was complaining that like, because he has children, I think, and he was like, my kids always watch it, and then at the end, Mickey Mouse shows up, and he's like, oh man, the movie's over, we missed it.
Oh,
then the
that
kids
does
are like,
sound
oh man,
familiar.
He's like, we gotta watch it. Then the kids are always like, we gotta watch it again because Mickey missed it. I'm like, but we already saw it.
So they watch that all the time, like not Lion King 1. They would watch Lion King 1.5 all the time.
I think they'd like alternate or something. I don't know.
I mean, I get it. Timon and Pumbaa are the most interesting part.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, anyway, because they had that spin-off and everything. They had the cereal, they had the breakfast cereal, they had the spin-off Timon and Pumbaa.
Who gives a shit about Rafiki or whatever his name is?
Which is funny because if they are like that's like making a show based on. That's so weird now that I think about it, because Lion King is like a remake of Hamlet, and then it's like, let's make the African safari animal equivalents of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern have a spin-off where they're in the city or whatever the hell that show is about.
I mean, are you familiar with the Kimber the White Lion controversy with that movie?
Yeah. Is Kimber the White Lion also based on Hamlet?
I don't know if it's based on Hamlet, but maybe, because I'm not familiar enough with the anime or the manga, but I think it goes beyond Hamlet.
Wasn't it from like the creator of Astro Boy?
Yeah, it was. I think it was what he did maybe before or after Astro Boy. And apparently it was like there's quotes of like Matthew Broderick or whoever plays the lead in Lion King being like, yeah, no, I was under the impression this was a Kimber remake when I signed on, but apparently not. Which is interesting.
And then he was so mad after he found out.
He was so fucking.
He was so mad after he found out. He went to go for a drive. To cool his mind.
Bullshit.
He went to go for a drive afterward to get his mind off things. Oh god! Like, have we started this?
No, we haven't.
How did we?
I
googled Souls. Jesus Christ! I'm closing these windows.
Good. Whoop.
What an awful way to get on a tangent.
We thank you for listening to Being Mr. Scrolls or whatever.
It honestly could, if we weren't already doing so many of these bonus episodes, that could almost definitely just be a bonus episode. Let's not have another tangent for the rest of this.
Okay.
For the rest of
we
this
didn't
episode.
have one all of yesterday.
We talked about Being Jim Davis a little bit.
Oh yeah. What a show. Hey, you like Being Jim Davis?
You guys heard about this?
You guys heard about this?
You guys heard about
two
this?
guys.
It's two people talking about a comic strip. Crazy stuff.
Don't even. Yeah.
Heard I guess they listened to Being Mr. Boop. They thought, wow, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's true. Exactly.
Panel 1. I don't even know if we've done the intro yet.
I think that's where we Wait. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I don't know,
Panel
something about
1.
Google Scrolls. I don't know.
Oh my god, as the scrolls predicted, Ryan.
Right,
in panel
that's what it
1,
was. That's what it
we have
was.
Alec Robbins and
We
Peter
actually did
Griffin.
start and then immediately abruptly stopped. Go on.
Now, Alec Robin, who's on the left-hand side, says, "Hey, Peter." Oh, the classic catchphrase of
And
this.
Peter Griffin, the cartoon
says-
character,
He says,
the modern day contemporary cartoon character is on the right. This is the flapper shot. We see Alec and Peter standing around, both dressed in their subway uniforms. I don't think you mentioned that. Maybe you did. I don't know.
"Oh, yeah, they're already dead. Yeah, they're dressed in their uniform.
They're
to the
subway
right,
uniforms.
Yeah,
'Cause I guess
they're
I
military
guess
uniforms.
I don't think I said the. Let's pause here. I didn't say the secondary. I didn't say the shadow synopsis. Shadow synopsis. I can draw whatever I want. There's no rules.
Cool.
Secondary.
I'm glad that.
Secondary shadow synopsis. LOL. I'm sorry. I planted this seed and I had to follow through on it. All right. I should have read that after the end. I forgot to read yesterday's. That's the thing. Yesterday's was when I drew this one. It was in the middle of a 12-hour Animal Crossing marathon. I've been in a Boop/Animal Crossing fugue state for the past week.
That's so
Should we
great.
do? Does he have a fucking Does he have a code? Dodo code.
I don't-
What are they called?
If he does, I haven't seen
Dream code. That was it. That's what it is.
it.
Dream code. If he has a dream code of it, because I know he put a lot of Betty Boop stuff on his island. If he has a dream code, we should do a bonus thing on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be a podcast or if we would have to make it a video. We just have to describe everything. So this was the flabber shot. Peter and Alec. Oh, this is right. Okay, I was trying to retrace my thoughts there. We're finding out Peter also works at Subway with Alec. We can kind of infer that. We don't.
I thought we already knew that.
We're not explicitly. I don't think we are. I don't think we have been told that.
I'm pretty sure when Peter was mentioned, it was that he was.
No, it was that he's roommates with Bugs Bunny.
Oh. Okay.
That's when it was mentioned.
Well, Peter Griffin also works at Subway.
Yeah,
He
we're
got
this
it.
is like implied now because we see him dressed in a Subway uniform next to Alec.
Maybe he just likes wearing it.
I guess, yeah. I mean, we don't work at Subway, but that's how I.
And we're wearing the Subway
Yeah.
uniform. So
Well, that's why I drew us like that in the thumbnail for the Mr. Roop video because
those were the clothes we were wearing.
That's the
when
clothes we were
recorded
wearing
it.
when we recorded that, and that's what we wear every time we record one of these.
Yeah, it gets hot.
It's
in
our
these
podcasting
heatwave
uniform.
Yeah.
Pitch Drop makes us wear it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why
Davis
they-
also wear it.
Yeah. They don't have to. They're exempt from the rules because they made the rules, but they still do it out of respect.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the rules. I'm just double checking that that's the case. That's what it was. How it was.
That they all have to wear the uniform.
No, that it was. It says the only other time Peter Griffin was mentioned. It says. Bugs Bunny says, I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment that I share with Peter Griffin. It doesn't say anything about him working at Subway.
So
So
I guess we're meant to assume that Peter took Bugs' job, like after he quit. Or was
right,
fired
I think
or whatever.
that's the implication.
Yeah.
I guess we can imply that. We can assume that
Doesn't
at this point. Yeah.
It doesn't really add or take anything from the story, but I guess
I was just wondering if we had enough information to really assume that yet, but I guess we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I don't think we really get any closer to that anytime soon. So anyway, Peter says, "Hey, Alec." That's what his speech bubble says.
Yeah. That's what he says. It's his classic catchphrase. So
Panel
panel
two.
2. It's Peter, and he's got his hand out. And
Yeah,
he's
he's
smiling.
like expressing. He's looking down at Alec because Alec's so much shorter than him.
Mhm.
Peter is
And it's
also
only-
Peter is also pretty sure. Okay, does Peter Griffin have a canon height?
I don't know.
Peter Griffin height, because I feel like this might. Peter Griffin. What the fuck? Peter Griffin's supposed to be 6'3". 6'3". And
Big
as a
truth.
reminder, Bugs Bunny is 4 feet, including the ears. Otherwise, 3.5 feet. So, but so that's directly in contradiction. Unless, okay, I think all we can assume here is that between the last time we saw Bugs Bunny and now, Alec has grown several feet and is and still shorter. He's probably about Bugs Bunny's height now. I would say. Wait, hang on. Is that right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not good at estimating that thing. That sort of stuff. He might still be a little bit shorter. But he's not half Bugs Bunny's height anymore. That's for sure. Because he was only like 2 feet tall before. He was like 2 feet tall, and now he's standing next to someone who's 6'3", and he's like just below their head level. He's not even half.
I want to tell you
Peter's.
something.
He's like taller than half.
I googled Peter's height, and I wasn't convinced with the Wikia definition, and apparently there is an episode where he says his height in the episode Space Cadet. He says he's 6'3".
And that's not the one where he gets all stretched out and extra tall, and or the one where his neck does something weird and he's like. I just remember seeing that clip where he's like riding on a ride and his neck is extra long for some reason. And a bunch of girls, some girls look up at him, point at him, and say, "It's Slender Man." And then he points down at them and says, "Kill yourself." And then the clip cuts off, and I have no idea why he said that. I guess it's just a thing Slender Man tells people to do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the joke was supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that. I haven't seen the clip, so it's hard for me to tell whether he was referring to his new height or his old height. But I guess, he's not that much taller, so I guess he'd be 6 foot.
He's at least 6 feet tall. Which means Alec is at least 3 feet tall because he's over half his height. So he's at least grown a foot because he was only like 2 feet before. So he's at least grown a foot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for him. Nice.
I thought you wanted him to be a short king.
I want him to be happy. So.
I don't think he really cares either way.
Panel 2.
Because he hasn't commented on his height at all. I think we described panel 2. We just didn't say what Peter's saying. Peter is expressing, and he says, "So, how's married life?" And there's an electoral heart after that.
Panel 3.
Close up of Alec.
It's close up of Alec, and he's like very happy. And he says, "It's insanely good," and there's 3 electoral points.
Electro points.
And the second speech bubble, because there's 2, he says, "Benny and I had a freeway with bugs last week," referencing the events of last week.
Yes. Panel 4,
and,
pretty similar to panel 2. We don't see Peter's arm anymore, and he's not looking directly at Alec. He's just kind of looking straight ahead, like eyes half lidded, smiling a little bit, and he's saying, he's got a single speech bubble with a single word in it. It says, "Noise." Period. We don't have a word for that. It's just a period.
Good.
Because we don't usually point out if there's a period, but since it's such a short thing. Yeah.
Linguist moments.
This one's all right. I don't have a problem with this one, honestly.
Pretty good. Peter Griffin's in this one.
I mean, it's not it's just referencing that it happened. I mean, I'm not too bothered by that, you know.
Yeah, I'm
as
a big
opposed
fan.
to actively witnessing it.
Mm-hmm.
That was my main problem with Space Jam.
Yeah, seeing with the sex.
Well, no, it's a kids movie. Come on, we wouldn't have anything like that. Just seeing Bugs Bunny full frontal,
Mm-hmm.
you know, view of his. Yeah. Where are we? Where am I?
We just finished the strip. Am I hosting?
Can I go home now?
Am I the reason we haven't finished this?
Sure. Let's go with
Okay,
that.
well, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boop. We gotta tell the guys at work about this one. We gotta tell the guys at work about this tagline.
We gotta tell the guys at work to wear their fucking subway uniforms or they're fired.
We gotta tell the guys at work to write more taglines.
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay, so you can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for our full catalogue of episodes and sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter. I'm Lisa Boop.
Yeah. What she said.
No, you go.
No,
yeah,
that was my promotion. I'm Lisa Dupe. Thank you and good night. No, too late.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.